too much this time. Down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! White, 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go! Run 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
1st down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. Now back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go now. 319.
Looking to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left, want to save it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Spins away. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, Their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.